Quick story. I used to have roommates. Today, I have a tiny roommate who's 4 years old, refuses to do the dishes, and will not take the recycling to the curb. Now that I'm thinking about it, do they pay rent? Regardless, I used to live with adult roommates, all kinds of fun stuff, pop punk house shows in the living room. You always have someone to talk to when you're cooking a boy dinner. 23. One of the roommates worked in a liquor store, and one night they brought home a double IPA. And let me tell you, I did not like it. And it was a good one, too. Fancy Portland brewery, beautiful label. We just were not prepared for the onslaught of hoppiness. Or was it the kind of hops? Hey, I'm Aidan. I like beer and bikes so much that I married the two to create a bottle shop and bar on two wheels called Free Beer. We serve alcohol-free beer and other 0% beverages all across Victoria and all via cargo bike. Zero emissions, zero hangovers. How are my hands looking today? A little bike grease on them last time. Depending on who you ask, there are somewhere between 150 and 250 varieties of hops grown around the world, everywhere from the Pacific Northwest all the way to New Zealand, and each region has a different variety that they specialize in. Now, I'm not a brewer, I'm just a fan, so there's only so much I can tell you about what makes hops so special. The science behind hops. There are alpha acids and beta acids, essential oils. There are different stages to add hops to impart different flavors during the brewing process. And it all comes together to make something like this. A balance between the bitterness of the hops, the sweetness of the malt, esters from the yeast. Even the water imparts a certain character to the beer. But hops are a big part of the flavor when it comes to IPAs particularly. How a hop expresses flavor can change a lot with a variety. Let me read a couple aroma descriptors for hops. Pine, citrus, white grape, tropical fruit, earthiness, berries, melon, dill, floral, cat pee? Okay, that last one is just a German thing. Thinking back to that double IPA I tried, I remember thinking it was so bitter, but I wonder if I would feel the same today. Radicchio, arugula are all staples now. My kid's not the biggest fan of grapefruit, but that just means more for me. Did my palate change? Did I change? Kinda wish I could go back again and try it for the first time. Minus the alcohol. Now I'm kinda wondering if there's a non-alcoholic beer with a similar variety of hops in it. But how would one determine what variety of hops are in their beer? Is it on the label? Blood Brothers has you covered on Blood Zero. Yep. It's right here on the can.
Citra and HBC638.
Let's pour it. Woo! A perfect pour. 1 second. Through the magic of video editing. Well, one thing's for sure. The head's sticking around. Instantly when I cracked the can, I got this huge burst of fruit esters coming out. Reading online about Citra tells me that the Citra hops profile also includes peach, apricot, passion fruit, lemon, melon, and other tropical fruit flavors and aromas. Let's go in for a sniff. Woo! That's got some hops. Loving the way this one's smelling. This has a big hit of something kind of spicy. There's almost like ethanol wave. That's enough, right? Wait a second. Yep. Non-alcoholic. Let's go in for a taste. Ooh. Yes. Woo! That's good. Wow. Was not expecting so much peach to come through on the flavor of this beer. You know fuzzy peach candies? Yeah, it's like that. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Lighter beer than I was expecting. No calorie information on the can, so I couldn't tell you if it's high or low calorie. And I only say about calories because that usually is an indicator about the sort of body or mouthfeel of the beer. Not all the time. Sometimes you can have one that's like a 40 calorie one that kind of drinks like an 80 calorie one, but you know, just a general roadmap. Man, that is delicious. So what did we learn? Today I found out that I like HBC638 and Citra, which I've had before in another beer. You see where I'm going here? I think it's good for brewers to include this kind of information on their beer. Brewers, if you're watching, please label the hop varieties on your can. It allows us Sorachi Ace fans to find our next favorite dilly pale ale, or enjoy an experimental hop variety on a Saturday night. You know, really let loose. Daddy's going ham tonight.